Hello guys, welcome to another edition of Rage Against the Dice. Today, we're back with Marvel Crisis Protocol because of course we are. So, thankfully my Gamora Nebula finally arrived, so big shout out there. I'm one happy pup. My Hawkeye and Black Widow also arrived, so I'm just missing one set at the moment until obviously the next stuff come out. If you guys have been watching the channel, you'll be able to work out which one. And if not, go back through our videos and you'll be able to see. I think we've done an unboxing for every model that's been out so far, except the one in question. And of course, Black Widow and Hawkeye, which have only just arrived. So yeah, this is Gamora Nebula. Now, I'm going to be using Guardians as one of my main factions. So this is a must for me. I'm very excited for Drax, but of course Drax isn't there yet. So this is Gamora Nebula, Witness My Daughters and Despair. So in this set comes one Gamora miniature, one Nebula miniature. It'll actually be 4 bases, but it says 2. And then 2 character stat cards, 2 team tactics cards, and 10 tokens. So let's have a look. And we'll do what we always do. We're going to break it up into sections where we have a look at the sprue. We have a look at the cards separately. And then the final thing we do is we look at the fully built models. Sometimes I build them on camera, sometimes I do not, because I like to keep it versatile. So let's have a gander and or a goose. So this is the assembly instructions for Gamora. So the 2 body parts go together, the 2 parts of the leg go on. The hair goes on around the head separately in 2 separate parts because you hate us. No, it's to do with digital sculpting, as I say in every video, because I read the groups and I see the posts on Twitter and the whining and the whinging. We all know why they're the way they are, because they get digitally sculpted and then they get broken down in a way that fits on a sprue. They don't purposefully go, we'll put this head in 6 bits because it's funny. It's the way the digital sculpting cuts it up, and we all know it, and so to be pedantic about it, it's just neither here nor there. But yeah, so then the arms and the head go on, and then the sword goes on together. So yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to be too hard. Obviously, we're going to look at the sprue in a minute, and that might change. And then Nebula here. So this is in 2 halves. So you've got the body, then the head with the side panel, then you've got the legs going onto a bit of... Oh no, the 2 legs bits go together. That's not too shabby. And then the head and body and legs all go on together. And then it's the arms. Then it's the little scenic base she's standing on. Yeah, so again, it doesn't look like it's going to be ridiculously difficult. Obviously, now I've said that, it might be. So let's have a look at the sprues. And then we'll go on to have a look at the cards. As I said, you always get 4 bases, and I always use the very generic plain ones, and the others go in my bases box, ready for a rainy day. But let's have a look at the sprue itself. I do apologise, the light is ridiculous today because of the sun, so here we go. This is the sprue itself. You've got your front piece, back piece, 1 arm, 2 arms, obviously the bits of the base, the head, the side panel, and the legs. It's not too bad, really, is it? What, 10 parts? 11 parts? Cakewalk for us nerds. Cakewalk. Then we rip it and flip it, and you've got the sword, 1 leg piece, 2nd leg piece, 1 arm, 2nd arm, ridiculously large amounts of head, scenic part of base, and then the 2 body parts. So yeah, it's not the end of the world. I mean, is it brilliant? Yes. I'm gonna say yes. No, it's good. It is what it is. Yes. We'll be back in a second, and we'll have a look at the cards themselves. So as always, with these reviews, before we get to look at the pretty models assembled, we have to sit through the paperwork. So, tokens first. You get 4 energy tokens. You get 4 Guardians of the Galaxy tokens. And then you got, obviously, these 2 bad boys here. It's the same level of quality that you get on all of them. So I'm not going to harp on about it too much. They pop out really, really easily. They're a thick card stock, which you guys know I like. Weirdly so. Yeah, so we'll look at the cards first before we check out Gamora Nebula's actual stats. So this is the Daughters of Thanos. It's unaffiliated. It's a reactive. When either an allied Gamora or an allied Nebula makes an attack action, after the attack is resolved, both characters may spend 2 power each to play this card. The character, Gamora or Nebula, that did not make the initial attack may then make an attack targeting the same target character. So it's pretty good. It's going to cost you 4 power in total. But if you've got it, it's not bad. And then we've got Medpack here, which is unaffiliated. It's an active. During this character's activation, it may spend 2 power to play this card, move up to 3 damage from this character, or an allied character without a dazed token within 3 of this character. So you can heal people. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So we're going to have a look at Gamora first, because I love me some Gamora, both in a comic book and a movie fashion. I think she's fantastic in both. So this is Gamora, and her subtitle name is still Gamora. Of course, that's not always the case. She comes with 5 stamina. She can move large. She's a height 2, and she costs 4 to hire. She's got defenses 3 across the board. She has 2 basic attacks, both of which are physical. She has Godslayer, which is a range of 2. She's rolling 6 dice. And after this attack is resolved, she gains power equal to the amount of damage she did. However, if the attack deals damage, after this attack is resolved, the target character gains the bleed special condition as well. So, she's a badass, basically. We're big fans of the bleed here on the channel. It's a really good skill. The next is Cosmic Assassin. It's got a range of 3. It's going to cost you 4 power to cast, but you're rolling 6 dice. So, it's pretty good. On a wild, you can Pierce, which changes one of the defending characters' hits, shields, wilds, or criticals to a blank. It's pretty cool. And then she has Rapid Strike. After this attack is resolved, this character may make an additional Cosmic Assassination attack without paying the power cost. The additional attack must target another character within 2 of the original target, and maybe any distance from this character. This additional attack does not have the Rapid Strike special rule. So you're not bouncing down the line, essentially. It's still good, though. It's still a very, very good. Then we have Assassin's Leap, which is going to cost you 2. If this character is thrown short... this character is thrown short. If the character collides with another character or terrain feature, this character does not suffer damage, and it can only be used once per activation. So she's basically bouncing into people. A bit like Black Panther's one. I can't remember the distances and things on Black Panther's pounce, but it's good. Then Martial Prowess also costs 2. When this character is targeted by an attack within 2 inches, it may use this superpower, or not 2 inches, size 2. Instead of rolling dice equal to its defense, it rolls 5 defense dice if this character suffers no damage from this attack. After the attack is resolved, the attacker suffers 2 damage. So that's pretty cool. She's rolling more dice than she normally would, which is 3, because she's 3 across the board. She rolls 5. If she suffers no damage, they take 2 damage, so it is good. And then Deadliest Woman in the Galaxy, and obviously this is, as you can see, when this character makes an attack, it may change 1 dice roll to a hit for each wild in the attack roll. So nice. So if you roll a load of wilds and a load of blanks, you can change them all, essentially. Let's flip it over and see how she differs. She doesn't. She definitely does not. Everything's the same, so there's no need to really run into it in too much detail. Now, let's have a look at Nebula, our girl Nebsy. So again, she's Nebula for both her name and a subname. She's got 4. She's got 4 stamina. She moves large. She's a height 2, and she's only a 2-point costing model, which means we're going to see her in a lot for those ones where you've got a couple of extra points and you just need to spend them. She's 3/3/2, so physical 3, energy 3, and then psychic, mystic, I can remember what it's called off the top of my head, 2. One's call it freaky eye. No. So she has 3 attacks in total, one of which is physical, which is a basic strike. Distance of 2, roll 4 dice. After this attack is resolved, this character gains power equal to its damage dealt. However, it also has shock. So if you roll only wild, after this attack is resolved, the target character gains the shock special condition, which is why you get shock tokens with it. And then blaster pistol, which of course is energy, as you can see there. Distance of 3, 4 dice. After this attack is resolved, she gains 1 power. Symbol, pretty decent. And then shock sword assault, which is again a range of 3. Costs you 3 to do, and she rolls 6 dice. After this attack is resolved, place this character within 1 inch of the target, or within size 1 of the target. If you roll a wild, it stuns the characters. After this attack is resolved, the target character gains the stun special condition, which again is why you get the stun special condition in there. So she has an immunity to bleed, poison, and stun. Always good. This character may re-roll 1 die in the defense rolls. Additionally, at the start of this character's activation, remove 1 damage from her. So because of her cybernetic enhancements, she's healing herself up pretty good. And it also compensates for the only having 4 stamina. And then this character cannot contest, interact with, or hold objective tokens. Additionally, this character may re-roll any number of its attack dice when attacking a character that is holding or contesting an objective token. So that's really interesting, and it's a new, obviously, dynamic. When she's damaged, however, her card is different. And it is just that she goes up to 5 stamina. Other than that, it looks all the same. So yeah, so that's where we're at with them. I think that's pretty cool. You guys know me, I'm a big fan of everything to do with the Marvel game, to be honest, but I'm particularly a Guardians fan. Must confess, they are a team that I'd read very rarely before the movies, but the movies really changed how I felt about them. I've since gone back and read loads, as you should. But yeah, let's look at the assembled models now. So, despite how they looked, these were actually a bit of a joy to build. This Gamora, the only thing I did was I put a bit of super glue on the bit of the leg that joins up to the rock. And then I sprayed it with some activator just to make it a bit of a stronger bond. Other than that, she went together really, really simply. I'm actually a really big fan of the model itself. And then the next one we're going to look at is Nebula. And I just want to say, firstly, a joy to build. Really, really simple. Went together really well. And atomic mass. What are you thinking? Look at this. Boing, boing. Like, I'm fully for your dynamic poses, but this one is ridiculous. It's a gorgeous model, though. It really, really is. So I'm just going to pop them down there. So these are going to go in my Guardians. Of course they are. But as I said, I can see Nebula appearing much like you see Black Widow appearing in a lot of lists. Because having the flexibility of a really cheap character, for one reason or another, is always really, really handy. There will be those times when you're playing a mission, you're taking a lot of big hitters and you just have 2 points spare where you just want to take a certain character, and she's going to be perfect for that. As the rules stand, I think they seem really, really interesting. And I'm looking forward to trying them out on the table. Of course, as you know, at the moment, the world's still either on lockdown or on partial lockdown, so there's not a lot of gaming going on from anybody. Unless they're gaming with people in their own household. But yeah, guys, obviously, I've got Nebula and Gamora. What do you think of them? Did you find them pretty easy to put together? I actually find that although they're in a lot of parts, they go together very, very easily for the most part. And I've had very few problems with any of the models I've built so far. These included. I love the quality of the tokens. As you guys know, I always have. I sing their praises quite a lot. I still think they're a bit on the pricey side for what you get, but that's my own personal preference. If you disagree, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end this video here, but I'm going to obviously do the obligatory promotion of the video and the channel in general. So give the video a like, share it amongst friends, leave a comment on what you think of the Marvel game, the models in particular, the unboxing style, whether you like the fact that we look through the cards completely or not, whether you just want to see the pretty models, let me know. If it's your first time here, check out some of our other videos. We have an extensive collection of Marvel Crisis Protocol videos. Sorry about that, gentlemen and ladies and anybody else. But yeah, check out some of our other videos. If you enjoy our content, do hit that bell button for notifications and hit subscribe. We get a lot of people watching our videos, and they do watch right the way through to the end, and you can see that, you know, we're getting similar amounts of views on each video, so the same people are coming back that often, or a lot of the same people, but they haven't quite committed to that subscribe yet. Feel free to do so. We put out a lot of content, especially at the moment while people are in furlough and lockdown and things like that. We have Vince reviews every Wednesday. We have Paint with Nate on a Saturday, and then we have a lot of other stuff. We have some diaries going on. We do battle reports. We general tomfoolery around. But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it there. But as always, pray to the dice gods. Hope to smile upon you. And under the circumstances, given the local and global climate at the moment, be kind to one another. Take care, guys. Bye.